Hi guys and girls, it's Russ Howe from joingGDI.org. Over the past 4 years with GDI, I'm proud, I'm proud of the reputation I've got and gotten established as a good, trustworthy sponsor. And during that time I've got to work with a lot of other great sponsors, I guess because of the way we put ourselves out there to show that, we're not going to give people false gimmicks or miracle get-rich-quick systems with a GDI that don't work. We're showing people, this is how you do it, this is how you get results, and you attract other people who have that same mentality, people who are good sponsors who want to change their lives. And today's video I want to talk about one of those people. Alright, the guy I'm going to talk about today is Diaz, or as I've come to know him, basically Mr. GDI. This guy's a really, really strong GDI sponsor. And he works the program like nobody else I've seen to date. I mean, the amount of work this guy puts into helping his downline is unbelievable. Developing websites and systems and just constantly coming up with new ways that he can get his business out there. That's why Lester's successful, and I'm pleased to work with him, because over the past 4 years with GDI, I mean, sure, we've been successful. I've built a 5-figure income. I'm really proud of that. But we've seen a lot of, I'm sure you've seen if you've looked around, we've seen a lot of sponsors that leave a lot to be desired. They talk a big game about how they're going to give miracle systems or how they're going to build your downline for you if you join them. And then you do it and you never get any contact, you never get any support from them, any help, no results. I know that because, it didn't just happen overnight for me. When I started out, I got sucked into that same kind of nonsense. I joined loads of different sponsors for the first 6 months, didn't have a clue, didn't get any help. It was only when I started getting serious that I started not only getting results, but also attracting other serious people to be around me. And those people are people like Lester. Worked with Lester since 2009, I think. Yeah, this is our 3rd or 4th year together. And this guy's been great, since day one. Lester seems to realise that, nobody can become your own boss for you. Same as I realised. And that's when I started getting results, and that's how Lester gets results as well. He'll look after you, he'll help you, he'll constantly coming up with new ideas as to ways he can get his business growing and getting it out there. But the bottom line is he's got his head screwed on as well with GDI, and he's not one of those types that's going to say, join and do nothing and get rich. I hate that type of, let's face it, nonsense, right? It's nonsense. I mean, there's 10 different people out there right now who take your money with that kind of claim, and you wouldn't get help from any of them. So if you're looking for GDI and you're looking at like a sponsor to join, a lot of sponsors out there, I guess, would do the whole, join me and I'll build your downline. But what I want to do in today's video is just basically say, you know what, you can't go wrong with a sponsor like Diaz, because Lester's in my downline anyway. And what usually happens with me is, if people go to my website and join up and everything, and I help them as a good sponsor, but occasionally, before people join, sometimes they'll pop me an email through the site saying, I'm really determined to make it work, but I think I'm going to need a bit of help. Never done anything like this before. So what I'll do in that case, I'll go to my list. I've got a list of about 4 or 5 names of sponsors that have really stood out to me over the past 4 years. People like Abigail Valmores, Trevor Harris, my brother Sean, or Lester, people who I know are quality sponsors, and I'll give them their referral link instead. And the reason I do that is because I figure, instead of having one good sponsor in me, join into one of these guys and you get 2, because I'm in their upline anyway. People have got to really stand out for me to give that kind of recommendation, because essentially I'm trusting them with people who I know are saying they're going to need help. So the fact that I'm going to do that with Lester, and I've done this for about 1.5 years now with Lester, just sent people to him and to the other guys on the list. It just shows how much faith I've got in them, and it's great to work with people like that. So if you're looking at GDI, check out Lester's website. I'll put it in the description. Go have a look and you'll see why this guy's so successful with it and why he stands out so much to people like me. Anyway, thanks very much for stopping by and watching today's video. Lester, if you're watching this, don't get a big head, but honestly, just keep doing what you're doing. It's fantastic. That's why I call you Mr. GDI. Thanks. Bye-bye.